Welcome back to the Tooth Doctor YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about Fluoride Facts, and I'm here with Riley. She is a dental assistant here at the Tooth Doctor. She actually works at all three offices that we have here in Edmonton, and she's going to just break this down. She knows a lot about all of the ins and outs of fluoride, and so we'll just go ahead and ask her some questions. But first, before we start that, I'm just going to give you a quote from Miguel de Cervantes, and he says, every tooth in a man's head is more valuable than a diamond.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
You can't replace it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a non-renewable resource, even though a diamond is as well. But so the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey says that adults 20 to 64 have an average of 3.28 decayed or missing permanent teeth, and 13.65 decayed and missing permanent surfaces. So not just the teeth, but even the surfaces.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of sad when you look at people's teeth and you can tell that there's decay, and even on children.
Yeah.
It makes you sad when you see that. So it's so important to come into the dentist, get checked out, see what needs to be done, and not be too worried about it being hard or maybe even costly, because like we said, your teeth are more valuable than diamonds. You only get that one adult set, and you need to take care of it. So that's why fluoride is so important. That's why we're going to tell you more about it. It's been used to prevent tooth decay for many years. So Riley, what is fluoride?
Okay, so let's put it in a very simple way. Sure. Fluoride is actually the mineral, and it occurs in a natural way. It happens in water, in foods. So it also have fluoride toothpaste, and then we do have a concentrated fluoride treatment in dental office, community health service place, and sometimes even in school.
Oh, okay. And how does the fluoride actually help prevent tooth decay?
Right. The fluoride is usually being intake by food and water and everything, and then it's adding the layer of the fluoride to your enamel. So they call it remineralization. So by time you have plaque, and then you take sugar, especially the sugar. So sugar plus your plaque, and then it becomes bacteria, and it's gonna take away your fluoride from your tooth enamel. So they call it demineralization. So when the fluoride is being taken away more than the fluoride you're putting on your teeth, then the tooth decay might start. So when you have enough fluoride on your tooth enamel, so it slows down the process of taking away the fluoride from your enamel, and also it has more resistance to the acid attack. It slows down the process of having decay, or it can eventually stop it if you have enough fluoride on your enamel, and also you have a very good oral hygiene.
Yeah, of course.
Routine.
Yeah, I was gonna say the acid kind of can.
Yeah,
you have that fluoride there to protect it.
Exactly. Yeah,
that's great. Is the dental office the only place to get fluoride? You kind of already touched on this.
So we do provide the concentrated fluoride. We do, and also dental office will have different forms of fluorides. We can do varnish, which we recently just added in our category. So it's easier for kids. It's you put on your teeth, on your buccal, on the out layer of the tooth, like the outside layer of your teeth. Yeah. And the kids can actually go eat and drink right after. Just no brushing for 4 hours. Wow. Yeah, it's a newer one, and then everybody loves it.
Yeah, actually, my kids were here a week ago, and all three of them had that, or two of them anyway, and I was a little bit surprised. Oh, this is cool. Like, you don't have to wait for an hour to eat.
Especially for younger kids. We don't want them to, before we have those gel and form,
the trays.
You don't in your mouth for 4 minutes, and then we're so worried about kids to swallow them, right? Because those are concentrated.
Right, that's so true. Yeah, especially when they're young.
Yeah.
So why is fluoride put into drinking water?
Okay, so it is important for a daily fluoride intake. Like I said, you do eat a lot of food with acid, like pop, like tea, like anything, and then it actually and then there's a lot of sugar in those drinks, and then sugar with your plaque, like when you have plaque on your teeth, and then become the bacteria, and then start the acids, and then they're going to attack your enamel. So when you drink fluoride water, it's gonna rinse off the acid from your tooth enamel, so it's actually make your teeth stronger, and then fight with the bacteria.
Oh wow. It makes you actually not always want to drink bottled water, because I mean, there's benefits to both, but I was a little bit better. I was thinking very negatively about the tap water, but when I read about how that fluoride is there to actually help
Yes.
the teeth, and I can see that growing up with well water, we didn't have it, and we had to rely on the dentist alone for that fluoride.
Yeah, actually, I was reading an article. Well water, sometimes they have higher concentration of fluoride.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, normally for drinking water, there's a special amount to be put in, and according to ADA, it has to be 0.7 to 1.2.
Right.
So they're saying well water contains more than 1.2 sometimes.
It could actually be worse.
It could cause fluorosis.
Yeah.
That we're going to talk about later,
Oh,
right?
wow. Okay, so that,
Yeah.
there you go. So it can be either way. So is it safe to drink tap water with the fluoride?
It is, with the amount that the government, the city, they provide 0.7 to 1.2. It's actually good for your teeth. And then when you drink those tap water, and like you just mentioned, bottled water, there's actually research saying bottled water doesn't have any fluoride in it, especially like when the fluoride's being taken off from the bottle water. It is still good to drink.
Yeah, of course.
It's better than the pop, everything. It's still gonna rinse off the plaque and sugar, but with the fluoride in it, it does give you a lot of benefits.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah, and you wouldn't consume. There's not that much to consume like in your
No,
body.
it's very safe. It's very safe. Yeah.
So so what is dental fluorosis?
Fluorosis, when you intake too much fluoride, and when there's too much fluoride on your teeth, like well water.
Yeah.
Actually, I first thought about it. I was like, I didn't know that well water has so much fluoride. So when it's too much fluoride and it becomes those white patches on your teeth, on the enamel. You don't know, you don't have those. So it is very cosmetically speaking. It doesn't really look that nice.
Right.
It doesn't really have a bad effect. Like it doesn't really do anything bad to you. It just it kind of destroy your enamel a bit, and then make your teeth not strong because it's too much fluoride on you. Anything too much and too less is not good.
So is it a concern for any other parts of your body?
It is not a concern until the patient itself, her or himself, do notice it. And then usually, I have a friend, she has fluorosis. And then she didn't concern about it until one day she came to our dental office, and I was looking at her, I'm like, she's like, I just want to know, what are those white patches on my teeth? I'm like, oh, you consume too much fluoride when you were a kid. And she's like, yeah, I always wanted to change your color. I use bleaching tray, everything, and never goes away. So it doesn't need a special treatment in the dental office. Usually we do MI paste to neutralize the acid or the fluoride too much, like any chemical things on your teeth to make it look natural again.
Oh, okay. Good to know. I did not know that. So should a child use fluoride toothpaste?
It is necessary to use a fluoride toothpaste, but the child has to be able to rinse, swish, and spit that toothpaste out of the mouth. Because fluoride toothpaste does have higher it does have higher fluoride
than the tap water.
So you use it twice a day. It is good for your enamel, but if you swallow them like every day, that is not a good thing.
Kid, when they're little, it's so hard for them to
It's
understand
really
that. I remember struggling, like, spit it out.
I know, especially with a flavored toothpaste, it tastes really good, so kids tend to swallow them. So I would say, I would say with the toothpaste we have in our office, it does have fluoride, but doesn't have any flavor. So, and it also depends on the amount of toothpaste you use, always a pea size of the toothpaste.
Right. Yeah, no, that makes sense. So when do you start fluoride treatments with children?
We do recommend from age 6 months to start from age 6 months. And normally from age 6 months to 16 years of old, those are very critical because you start to have your first baby tooth, or you start to have your first adult tooth. And that time also because of the oral hygiene, kids are it is hard to brush teeth for a kid, and then it will need fluoride to fight with the acid, also with a good oral hygiene. So with kids 6 months, that's why I think about it. That's why for babies from age 6 months, you should start giving baby water. And then when water has fluoride, it actually helps you to fight with the decay.
Another good reason to be drinking water among so many others. So are in-office fluoride treatments useful for adults? I actually wonder this myself.
Yes, it is really, for adults, they do benefit from getting fluoride treatments, especially when you have dry mouth.
Oh.
So when a patient has a dry mouth, they don't have enough saliva. So to neutralize the acid on the enamel, so those patients tend to have cavities. And also if you have gum disease, like you have or gingivitis, so then it actually your root exposed more to those bacteria. So you do need fluoride treatment, because when you brush your teeth, sometimes toothbrush doesn't really go deep inside of the pocket. And also if you have crowns, bridges, or you're doing braces, those are good with the fluoride treatment, because they can go into the areas that you can hardly reach to brush them off. So it is really good. I will say for anyone aged from 6 months to whatever age.
Till you still have your teeth.
Any teeth, yes.
Yeah, oh, that makes sense. Thank you so much. It was great information.
Yeah.
I definitely am a believer in fluoride for the teeth. So thanks for joining us today here on YouTube for the Tooth Doctor here in Edmonton. We're so glad you joined us. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, give us a comment. If you have something you'd like to add to the conversation, that'd be great. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.